This next article from New York Post. Trump says RNC bested DNC in ratings and donations because they're the fake New York Post. They're not actually the New York Post. They write the news for the audience because they want you to click on it. That's why this is RSS commentary. This is RSS news feeds. And they want you to click on it. They want you to watch the ads. They want you to like the post, buy the product, vote for them. Ivory Tower liberals sitting up top day, Ivory Tower, preaching nightmarish policies that have a disaster effect on your families and your country because they went to their attention whores. They're isolated, lonely up there in the Ivory Tower. They're not very good with women. So they want to tell you anything that you want to hear to get you to like the post, watch the ad, buy the product, and vote for them. So they don't want to tell you what the ratings are. It shows 147. See, because if they actually told you, if they weren't trying to actually waste your time by reporting fake news, they would have just given you the thing. But then it would only be a couple of sentences. And then you wouldn't click on the ad, like the post, buy the product, and vote for them. So they have to trick you. So they have to say, Trump said this, because if he said it's actually true, then you wouldn't subscribe. This is why it's fake news. It's a fake news industrial complex. Don't ask me how I'm the one up here. I think it's because, shit, I did all the work. Yeah, none of y'all did that. In fact, people just talk shit the whole time. Said I'm going off the deep end. Nah, man, there's shit going down. There's actually shit going down. So what does this fake news say? President Trump and GOP are crowing that their convention attracted millions more eyeballs and campaign donations than number of supporters the Democrats drew during their pathetic soiree last week earlier. And if you're unfamiliar, if you didn't watch the show last week, the MSNBC, most people watch the Democratic National Convention on MSNBC and CNN, and those two organizations didn't air much of the Republican National Convention. They were airing the USPS Postal Office testimony. And so they were trying to say, oh, we got so much better ratings than you. Right. That's because of the monstrously shitty, not true broadcasting company, MSNBC, and the fake news CNN, because they are trying to manipulate the political system by selling news to the customer, telling you whatever you want to hear to get you to like the post, watch the ad, buy the product, and vote for them. And it's because they are engaging in cultural Marxism, sponsored by Xi Jinping, who's propping up these shitty Hollywood movies that are remakes of badass movies with a white male character that they replace with a whaman, a Wafrican American, a Wajin, or a Kleenex. Because if they don't, then the white feminists will cry rivers of lib tears from their snowflake eyes. They'll cancel you because you're a racist white male. Right? And then, so we got to feel bad for the women. And then, we got to make these shitty movies. And they're going to bomb in the United States, but they make billions and billions of dollars in China because Xi Jinping subsidizes the bad movies to bring cultural Marxism to a theater near you, sponsored by Zinni the Pooh, white feminist, Democrats, Antifa Nazis, and scam donations from Black Looter Mob fundraisers on Facebook, MoveOn.org, and Change.org. This is Joe Biden's America. This is Kamala the Snitch Harris's America. This is 1984. The Republican National Convention, quote, the Republican National Convention blew the Democratic National Convention away. Not even close, exclamation point, and quote, Trump tweeted on Saturday, touting international campaign figures showing 147.9 million viewers tuned into the event on television and online. Campaign also reveals that they raised $76 million for their 2020 election, war chest off the event, and it's not dark money. After the Dem convention, Team Biden, as in Joe Magoo Biden, author of the 1994 crime bill that created the prison industrial complex, running with Kamala the Snitch Harris, the prosecutor that loves to lock people up for smoking pot, the one that's behind Russiagate, sits on the Senate Select Committee for Intelligence that put out the fake Russiagate investigation off of the Steele dossier paid for by the Democrats. Before the campaign releases their numbers, which cannot be independently verified, media reports noted that Biden has bested Trump in Nielsen ratings because everybody watches that stuff on TV, right? They're so fake. On Twitter, Trump attacked those assessments as quote-unquote fake news. So the President of the United States also, too, agrees with me, too. This is fake news. Quote, the LA Times and others believe that crooked Dems before the real numbers came out. Too bad we don't have honest reporting when it comes to it. It comes to quote-unquote Trump. Phony sources, they said anything, and I think they'll get away with it. November 3rd, Trump said, to which I say, thank you, Donald Trump, for being the most badass president. No one comes close to how badass Donald Trump is. He's so badass, they have multi-month riots over how badass he is. I helped start the 2016 anti-Trump protest when I was a brainwashed, radicalized liberal, sold on this fake news, CNN garbage, MSNBC nonsense. And I used to say, he's not my president. I am proud to say that not only is he my president, he is my favorite president. And that's because he is the most entertaining person in the world. And he is sticking up for us, and he is on the side of right. He is on the side of the red, white, and blue, the patriotic people of America. And to which I say, credit is given where credit is due. I am giving credit for how amazingly awesome his job of president is. He's gotten us out of the wars. He's hit China really hard. The Democrats are just getting obliterated. The bringing back jobs back. He didn't try to shut down the country because of some fake news COVID pandemic. Killed mostly people who were going to die that year anyways. If it wasn't going to be COVID, it was going to be pneumonia. If it wasn't pneumonia, it was going to be the flu. If it wasn't the flu, it was going to be an organ shutdown. Makes you want to strangle Fauci, right? Don't do that. No, I already put that up. Trump added that his current team, quote, has more spirit and enthusiasm than ever before, including the great and wonderful campaign of 2016. Exclamation point, and quote, when we helped start that protest against him. I'll never forget that, man. Black looter mob turned it into an Antifa Nazi riot. Remember, I watched it. Watched the people. That's why I don't support them. I watch these people from the inside. After seeing how they act and how they come up off the social media circle, who they harass on the internet, who they support, who's funding them, the inner workings, I can't support these people at all, dude. These people are black looter mob, Antifa Nazis, working with the Chinese Nazi Party, Democrats. I mean, for real, dude, never support a black looter mob. Never support any mob. This one in particular is run by gangster-ass motherfuckers who want cultural Marxism, and they'll fuck you up. They'll kill you because they think you're far right. They think that Donald Trump is the imaginary misogynistic pig boogeyman from MSNBC, the one that mistreats and beats women, locks them up, won't let them vote, won't let them work, won't let them go to school, won't let them have any friends, and he puts burkas over their heads. He's the imp pig boogeyman from the Southern Poverty Law Center. The one that said grab her by the pussy. I mean, you gotta admit, man, that shit's pretty funny, dude. Don't forget to just like and subscribe to at RSS Commentary. Share this video on social media so other people can see how funny this news broadcast is. I am getting better and better every day, and I trust you, it will be less pissed off and more funny in the future. I don't know enough about this article to comment. I would like to read at least a little bit into the article before I read it. Sometimes I don't read the whole article because I would rather read it in front of everybody. And if they do conceal the important information at the bottom, that's their fake news. You got to put the bottom line up front. Trust me, you start getting used to putting the bottom line up front, you get really pissed off when other people don't do it because you need to do it or else it's fake news. You can't just put this big blob and then put the important shit down at the bottom where people won't read it. You need to put the stuff up top. Daily Mail, I am shocked with how good a journalism that they put into the bullet points at the top, how much fake news they spew out, because they do an excellent job at credit where credit is due. Their bullet points are awesome. They do, that is good journalism. They just put so many articles out for free that they don't fact check everything. But they do such a good job with this. I think that's such a good job. I'm gonna say that is the best. They do have the best format of all the different companies, but they spew fake news because the business model is prone to fake news. You have to put out Y free articles to get Z subscriptions and to make X profit, and